Right, so we're here today again, once again, on the River Trent, on a 80 peg, well, I think there's 80 pegs, it's probably more actually. It's a midweek match, it's run up to the National, so there's plenty of people here, some really good anglers fishing. I've actually drawn an absolute screamer. It's like framed a couple of times this season already. It's a Rodan Barbel peg, snaggy, peg one at East Stoke for those that know it. So basically going to be doing complete contrast to what I did last year, in that I'll be fishing all down one hole. Hopefully the barbel will have a go. I've seen a few jump out already, so actually really looking forward to this, because I've never drawn one of these pegs on the Trent, funnily enough. Drawn plenty of bad ones, but you know, we'll see what today brings, and hopefully get some fish for the cameras for you. Right, so got about 5 minutes before the start. Just herring in a little bit of meat on there. Just done some cubes this morning in case I drew a barbel peg. Lo and behold, I've drawn one. I'll get a reputation. So what I'm thinking of doing, basically I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to loose feed in front of me here. The peg I think is probably, I've plumbed up on a stick float, it's probably about 8 or 9 foot deep. There's a prominent snag I can see in the water down my peg there, and there's another one a bit further down there, just back off the same line. So really, and what I've been told from others really good anglers that have fished this peg before, I want to try and get them up here if I can. So I'm going to loose feed a pint of hemp at the start. So, well, but it's just over a pint actually. It's a tin of hemp, some Sonu hemp. I've got some cube bits of meat. I've got some like 7mm bits there, and I've got some bigger cubes there. The 7mm are just out of the freezer. Got a big load of hempen casters. I don't know if you see them. I've got plenty of bait with me. I've even got some more back in my cool bag, should I need it. I think today though, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to feel my way into it, try and find where the fish are, and just like, I'm not going to go so crazy. I don't want to go crashing a feeder in straight away. I mean, the fish live here, so I've basically just got to get them to feed. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fish like probably 2 rod lengths out, maybe. Along that line, there's like a nice line of flow there. There's some boils this side, probably where it's shallow and rocky. And the same that side, there's like a big snag that side. So I'm just going to sort of like fish in between and down my peg. I'm going to put my hemp in just here. That's probably going to settle, I'd say about 4 rods down, maybe slightly further up. And then I'm just going to underarm a piece of meat there straight away, see what happens, and then take it from there really. Might change to like running line tactics, might put a feeder on. You know, I've always got the option of like putting bait in later on a feeder, should I not be catching anything. So yes, we'll see what happens. I'm just about to start now, so get ready. Hey! Bit of a knot then already. Yeah. A knot then, wasn't it? some fish been coming out on corn recently. I swear that just had a knock and no, I didn't know if it was a bite or not actually, not sure. Looked like it kind of dropped back a little bit, so snagged off. I don't think it was a fish. And they've just, some boats just come by. I was just going to say, I've just put 2 bits of corn on this chuck. So I've had a couple of indications. I know it's only 20 minutes in, but a couple of indications, no pulls. I mean, it's not that I'm impatient, but I think on any given day there's like a bait normally that stands out better than the others. And I know recently they've been catching the barbel on either a piece of meat or casters. Casters have been good. So I'm fed that hemp at the start. Starting to put a few casters through now, not loads, but enough so that I know there's some bait getting down, because there's like a few like dace and stuff up in the water right where the bait is. Chucking an odd little piece of meat in, an odd bit of corn, and I just want it all kind of going down the same line really. I thought Jamie was in then, but just bringing it in. So I'm just going to sort of keep a steady stream of bait going down. Just having a, no, well that was a little knock then. There's probably a liner, I think that. Yeah, I've just put 2 bits of corn on this chuck. One just jumps out next to Jamie's feeder, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to put two bits of corn on this chuck and see if anything happens. Just put meat back on. You know, I'm going to change my baits throughout the day. Like I say, there's always one bait that some sort of stands out from the rest a lot of the time. A little bite. Oh, that did look like it went properly, that did. Corn's still on. And chuck that in that same spot, I think. So just had a good little indication then on corn, that was. Chuck a few bits in. We've got there's a feeder national coming up. It's actually next week. Like we won't be able to use meat on that because it's to international rules. So kind of having a little bit of a practice in a sneaky way of, you know, try corn. See if I can get any bites on it. Look like an indication again then. And just while I'm waiting, actually, I might as well sort of run you through my setup. I've got, it's just a free running lead. I've got a 0.23 hook length on at the minute. Nice strong forged hook, little hair on there, like quite shortish hair. Find it better for barbel. Sometimes if there's chub about as well, if on a longer hair, they can take your bait off. So got that at the bottom, just using a, I think it's 35 gram lead, might be, no, it's 40 actually, it's a 40 gram lead. Just need it to sit in the right place really, don't want it bouncing and coming in here and potentially getting into these rocks down here that are close to me. And then on my line I've got a shock leader, which is 027. And then I've got a 10-pound reel line on, and I've got me 13-foot XRD. And these rods are, I mean, they're absolutely awesome for any type of natural water fishing. I've used them a long time now, really, and absolutely fantastic. You just gets your bait where you need it to be. Casting heavy feeders and things, winding them back in. And that's about as simple as this one is, really, to be honest. It's, you know, simple's often best, as we all know. That's one. All right, so I've just had a chuck then. Just got to concentrate a little bit. Feel it went over the top of something then as well. It's like a decent fish. You've got to really take your time with them. So powerful, this flow. Bit of weight coming down there. I don't think it's a massive one, but I've got to try and do is get him up above me a little bit if I can. Still fighting like mad, as they always do. Decent fish. Nice one. So it's probably £5. A bit of corn. Just going to get that out of the way. So probably the most important thing when you're catching barbel on a river. I'm just going to leave him in the net and rest him. I think he's all right, to be honest, because he's had a good fight, but I'm just going to give him a few minutes. No, he's well away, he is actually. It's just important to rest him. I've got my nets pegged like down in the flow. Yeah, he's gone already. Sand. It's a good start. Let's see if we get another one. So like, I've just obviously had that one. Felt like it went through some bits and bobs and down my peg. So it's important to check, especially your hook length. Fact, yeah, this, I need to change that. Just noticed that actually. So after you've like made sure that the fish is all right, just check your terminal tackle. See that one, like my hook, like the point of my hook is it's gone, which can happen, you know, over rocks and all sorts. So get a bit of bait in. Just take your time. No, absolutely no rush at all. So after that came after like several indications. Always nice to get the first one out there. I don't want to jinx it, but that's me. Tied a really long up there, should it be a bit difficult. So I've just got that ready to go if I need it. Again, I'm just tie these at home, but just check it all. Make sure everything's right. The last thing you want is like a little nick on your line or anything like that. It can cost you 1 or 2 fish. I'm just going to lob this out. So I went chuck. Chucked it there, but like held on to it. Okay, there's probably a tiny bit far up my peg that, but I'll leave it, see what happens. That's a bigger one. I think it's round the back somewhere. Feels like it is. I can feel something on my line. Big fish, this one. It's gone round somewhere. Gone round that. Just going to slack off. Really big snag there. it's a big fish, this is. Sorry if I'm swearing on camera. Is it good? This is. That's a nice one. Bit bigger than the last one. So I'm definitely going to rest this one because he's a big fish. Mind you, he's very healthy. Probably 7–8 pound that one, I think. So he's facing, obviously facing me in the flow. Some 3 bits of corn, that one. So, just going to give you a little update. Got off to a really good start, to be honest. Took me, I'd probably say about half an hour to probably find where my bait and everything's going, and like chucking in the spot where I think everything's falling, and that's where they are. And I've had one, I've had probably 3 bites. One might have been a liner. Again, plenty of indications. And I've had 2 proper pulls and 2 fish. I've got them both out, luckily. One did go round the back of a snag, but I managed to slacken off, get it out. And I've probably got 13. Oh. Going for that snag again. You can feel it over the top of it. It's like a, I don't know what it is. I know where it is though, I know that. Kind of got to like keep my rod quite high. Yeah, so he's come this side of it now, that's all right. Sorry about the update. It's going under me net. So, back to the update, and got rudely interrupted then by another one. That was probably £6, that one. Went straight behind that snag again. Did manage to get him out. Just checking my line again there. Rubbing my fingers over it, making sure it's all alright. Which it seems to be. So yeah, I was on 2, I'm now on 3. And I'd probably say I've got close to £20 already. We've got an hour and 15 in the match gone. Might be a good day. Incredible really, to be honest. Just that one caught, again, same as the other 2. 3 bits of corn. 3 bits of corn on a hair rig. Just hair rig like that. Sometimes you do just need to change your bait, don't you? I can feel it over the top of that summit there. Really weird. That is a big fish. Didn't like that. £10 that one. Right, that one needs weighing. Definitely. Can you get them scales? Jamie, you got them scales? Right, everybody, hope you're enjoying the live match. We're about halfway through now. Got a quick question for you all. Who would you like to see fish the next live match? Drop your comments below and we will do our very best to make that happen. Right, so just got to do you a little update. Things are going rather well, to be honest. I've got 6 barbel, lost 1, which is, you know, a good average. It's all right. That's I'm happy at that. And we're about halfway through. Just not really changed what I'm doing. I'm just keeping a nice steady stream of bait going through, and yeah, just sort of, I suppose the only thing I have changed is my hook bait. I've like caught the last couple on meat, the last few. Probably getting a little bit wise to that corn. It's very sort of in your face, and they might have just backed off it. I didn't get one for a while after the first couple, so changed to a piece of meat, and I caught a couple more. Like just pinging a odd little bit in up here. Like I say, not really changed. Don't feel the need to. Everything's going nice so far. Let's check that out. So there's like, where I'm chucking there, I know that's where my bait's landing, because I'm still getting indications. It's like almost like, I think there's like a little, probably like a little channel. Seems to like shallow up out there a little bit, which it probably would if you look up there at the river. As it comes round, there's probably like a shallower bit up there. That's probably why there's a snag on it. And I think they're just sort of like sat in this like little gully. I may try a float in a bit, but I'm very concerned that with a float, I'm going to be running past where the other snag is. So I want to try and keep them this side if I can. A little indication then. So by just keep chucking this straight lead about, and I can just keep picking them off from, you know, the areas where they are. There's a little bite, well, not a bite, but an indication now on the tip. Plenty of fish there. It's like a rule in these matches where if you catch one that you think's particularly big, I thought it was a double, to be honest. It was a nice fish, but we've weighed it. It was £8 too. I've put that one back. You know, just being really respectful of the fish, and obviously it's summer, river's low, but just being respectful. You know, I mean, they get caught here most weeks, and every one of them goes back fine. You know, there's never, I've not known anyone say any different, to be honest. So just keep doing what we're doing. If I'm So yeah, before I was rudely interrupted again by another angry barbel. I was just giving you a little update that this one again is on 3 of them 7mm bits of meat on a longish hair. Oops, that felt a bit weird then. Felt like it went over something. There is a snag like at the top, about there. A few of them have been round it. I'm just trying to keep my rod high though. So many rocks in the Trent and boulders and things, and you've got to really be careful. Just come in front of me now, so. A nice fish. So powerful, unbelievable. I'm getting on, mate, I am. Do a manual job as well. I think that one might possibly be need weighing. Unbelievable, really. Beautiful fish. Such lovely fish to catch. That's a bit close. Didn't take long, did it? Might need you back again, Jamie. Feel it going through it. See it, look. See how direct it is. Oh, it's come off. Yeah. Yeah. Done me. The chuck before, I chucked it in the wrong place, I think. That one there, that chuck, I chucked it in the epicenter because it as it was going down, it was like going through fish. Absolutely crazy. Never had a day like this on it. See that? Another little one. Little. To be fair, they're all just ready to go straight away. I was thinking about it, this one actually. Okay, mate, okay, I'll let you go. There you go. Oh, cracked. Round the back that way. Very. Right, so just to bring you up to speed, we've got about an hour and a half to go and the match is going ridiculously well. Not had to change what I'm doing, just basically just found the fish, down the peg, just found where they are, just loose feeding slightly upstream. I don't know if you see that on the camera, but like some of the liners and stuff I'm getting are incredible really. It's just one of them where you've just got to sit on your hands, wait for it to go over. And yeah, I've got 10 barbel and a little skimmer actually. Did catch a little skimmer for about £50, 50 plus probably. Kind of forgot really, to be honest. Lost 2, but I think that is, it's just part and parcel of fishing a peg, and on the Trent you're always going to lose a couple. Yeah, doing really well, so hopefully we're on course for a match win. Got a little bit of time left yet, so hopefully gonna have another good spell. They just keep coming in a couple of spells, like you catch a couple and then go a little while without a bite, but it's incredible fishing. To be honest, I've never drawn a peg like this. It's unreal really, to be fair. In all the years of fish the Trent, I've never drawn like an out-and-out barbel flyer, so it's really nice to come and have a go. And yeah, just fantastic really. I've just had to borrow another net off Jamie because I'm just being careful with my fish. I've got like weighed 2 separately. Got 4 in each keep net, smaller ones. The bigger 2 are put back. They were both over 8 pound. And then any more I'll just put in Jamie's net. He's very kindly lent me one. He says you can even have the one he's got in the water. So yeah, incredible day. So hopefully just catch some more and just keep going. Can't believe it really, to be honest. It's amazing, absolutely incredible. No, it's completely changed. Completely changed, mate. I think they've probably changed the way they're feeding something. I'm going to give it a good blast now. Just like stop feeding them for a minute, and sometimes like pulse feeding it is the way. Says. Come on, you bloody things. Right, so another catch up, and we're into the last 9 minutes of the match. Probably got about 8 minutes left, I think. And I am having an awesome day. Absolutely buzzing, to be honest. I've got 13 barbel and a little skimmer for I don't even know what weight, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe 65 pounds, something like that. And yeah, it's just been absolutely incredible, really. Like, I did hook I tried earlier when it went quiet. I did hook 2 on the float, one of which was foul hooked, and the other one went round some line. It's like in the peg down there, and it, you know, broke me. But I just think the lead's the right way to go today. It's certainly been productive. Like, I think I would have probably still caught some had I fished a feeder. Might have not got as many out. I always tend to find with barbel that you tend to get more out on a straight lead, whether it's due to less excessive weight and there's not a great big feeder knocking about. Tends to be a little bit better sometimes. So hopefully get another one, but honestly I don't really mind if I don't. It's just been absolutely fantastic. It really has. Like, incredible. Oh, got a little rapple then. But the bites have just been literally take your rod in. I've had to sit on my hands sometimes because there's literally that many there around your lead. Oh, there's a mink here. Don't know if you see this mink here. Look, it keeps coming in and out. It's been around here all day. Probably not a good time to go crossing the river though when there's a boat coming. Time. Cheers, mate. Right, so match is finished. I've got arm ache, and I've had absolutely incredible day, to be honest. I've got 13 barbel, a skimmer and a roach, and yeah, it's just been absolutely awesome, to be honest. Just really simple. Just fished down one hole all day, and just basically I think I've made the most of it. I've lost 4, but you're always going to lose some. But I was really happy to get that percentage of fish out, so well happy with my result. Hopefully it's enough to win. It's a very good weight. I reckon I've got 65 pound plus, maybe a bit more. And yeah, just a fantastic day, really. And I had a bonus that it's been filmed, so get to watch it over and over again.
Lee Wright with 73 pounds.
Right, so results are in. I've again, like I said before, I've had an absolutely mega day. Won the match. 73 pound, a few ounces. It's been a really good match. There's been over 100 people here today. So a lot practicing for nationals and stuff. Been some cracking weights, some good backup weights. There was a 61, a 50, a 40 something. So you know, I needed all them fish. You know, I feel like I've fished a good match. So yeah, absolutely buzzing. Won the match. You know, and I've got it all on film, which is incredible, really, to be honest. So yeah, well happy with the result. Well happy. And thanks for watching.